Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ned Lasso. That's N-E-D, Ned, not T-E-D, Ted. And yes, Ted Lasso and I are related. We are cousins. Moving on. I am the new head coach of the Chelsea... What's the name? Blues. What the hell? I am the new head coach of the Chelsea Blues. You know what? We'll come back to that. I don't know what kind of team names itself after a color. That doesn't make much sense to me, but hey, I'm just a guy from Kansas. What do I know, right? Anyway, are Ted and I close? We are not. We have not seen each other probably in about 20 years. You see, Ted would show up at the family reunions with poetry he had written, and he'd make us all sit around and listen to him recite it. And boy, that was weird as hell. You don't go to family reunions in Kansas and start reading out poetry. Who does that? And then afterwards, he'd want to talk about film. Anyway, this ain't about Ted, all right? This is about me and the Chelsea Blue. You said Blues, right? Yeah, Chelsea Blues. What is my background in football? I assume you mean soccer. I have no background in soccer. I was a head coach of Wyatt Earp High School in Wichita, Kansas. Our record last season was 5-7. Season before that, it was 6-6. So we had a bit of a downturn, I'll admit it. But that's because our star player left and he went off to college, and we had a terrible backup. Anyway, I'm going to learn soccer just like I learned football, all right? I'm never going to call it football. I'm just not going to do it. I'm from America. If I start calling soccer football, I'm going to get beat up when I go back home. So soccer it is. Do I want to respond to some of the press releases? Sure. Okay, so this John Robb fella from TeamTalk.com. The debate around foreign coaches will rage on, but Ned Lasso is a good appointment for Chelsea, in my opinion. Thank you, John. That's a kind thing to say, and I agree with you. That's my opinion as well. Next, Jaden Ford. Don't care where he's from, Lasso isn't good enough. All right, Jaden, listen, here's the thing about opinions, and this is your opinion. Opinions are like a-holes, all right? Everybody has one. Some are cleaner and better than others, and some are surrounded by dingleberries. Your opinion is surrounded by dingleberries, so keep that to yourself. Valentin Radev went to USA on vacation a while back. Lovely place. I mean, of course it is. Greatest country on earth. A little bit more about myself. I am 47 years old, twice divorced, currently working on my third divorce. What do I like to do in my spare time? That is a good question. Well, I like to drink beer, and not that craft beer stuff. I'm talking about real beer. I like to shoot the SHIT with my friends, and I like to watch football. That's NFL football and college football, not soccer. But as the new head coach, I'm going to make an effort. I did watch 4 games on the plane ride over. I fell asleep during all 4, but that could be because I was tired. Maybe it had nothing to do with the game. Dislikes. Well, it would be the 3 C's. Coffee, candy corn, and cold sores. Coffee. I mean, whenever someone tells me they like coffee, I think we're in a simulation. You know that theory that we're in a simulation? That's when I think it's true. We are in a simulation if someone actually likes coffee. It is disgusting. Candy corn. If anything, candy corn is even more disgusting than coffee. Candy corn, you know what candy corn reminds me of? When you go to the dentist and you have a rotten tooth and he pulls it out and he says, hey, here's your rotten tooth. That's what candy corn looks like. Not a fan of candy corn. And lastly, cold sores. I mean, do I really need to say anything? Cold sores is herpes. No one likes herpes. Anyway, that's enough time for now. Look, I got some things to do. I got to learn about these formations and there's something called ticka something. And then there's the gen pressin. I mean, just made up words. I have to learn it. So let's reconnect next week and you can ask me some more questions. Thank you.